green processing of bioactive compounds from tropical plant using SAF and supercritical fluid with carbon dioxide. As organizing committee asked me to provide to conduct workshop yesterday, so the basic principle I already have discussed about here the green technology we define to the supercritical subcritical fluid. So the basic principle and mechanism I have discussed, I already conducted yesterday. So let me escape some of the slides from regarding subcritical or supercritical fluid. This is a brief introduction of our university. Is the biggest international university in Malaysia. This is only one university, public and international university. We have students from around the world, about from 35 or 36 countries. So today I will highlight about the processing of Halleria macrocappa, Lana Clinacanthus nutans, and some of the local plant. From here, how we extracted anti-diabetic compound from this plant, some antimicrobes, and some other bioactive compounds, including flavonoid, without any chemical organic solvent. Just we process with supercritical carbon dioxide. So let me escape few slides as I have discussed yesterday. So this is the region of supercritical fluid. And just below supercritical is the subcritical region. Near critical is subcritical, and above critical is supercritical region. So in these two phases, we have processed our bioactive compounds, our natural medicinal plant to get the extract. This is the our supercritical, and this is subcritical unit. Supercritical I have shown yesterday. Yesterday discussed about in details about supercritical, and this is the we have a center in. This center is belong to Biotech Corporation of Malaysian government, where they park the equipment in University Putra Malaysia. This a system of subcritical fluid extraction that we bought from IIUM, Netherlands. So this plant is the local name in Malaysia. I think this plant is available in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines. I don't know about Philippines. So the local name is Blalai Gaza, and scientific name Clinacanthus nutans. It has various uses. Traditionally, they are using as a like green tea, like Chinese tea kind of tea, because it has high content of anti-diabetic compound. And the English name sometimes we says snake plant or snake grass. Malaysian name Belalai Gaza. Indonesian name Dandang Gendis, Thailand Phayao. There are some activities, medicinal uses, traditional uses of this plant, and biologically active biological activity like antiviral, antifungal, antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, and tropical preparation, and some traditional uses. So for the various purposes, this plant traditionally used, they soak in hot water and they drink sometimes. And those are the bioactive compounds reported from this plant. This is by various scientists, researchers. I have used some reference 3, 4, 5, and then I can show the reference. Those are reported bioactive compounds, not we. Those are reported by other researchers using conventional methods. They process with organic solvent. So our target, whether we can do it with supercritical or subcritical carbon dioxide, whether those compounds we can acid in a single fraction. This the processing is like conventional method. We have to dry the sample, then grind. We have to sieve, then the powder, the grinded sample, ground sample we extract using carbon dioxide substrate. That is the system I have shown, subcritical carbon dioxide. Subcritical carbon dioxide substrate. As I did mention yesterday, subcritical means when we say carbon dioxide 31 degrees critical, that's below critical, maybe 29 degree or 30 degree. Not too below, near to the critical, and pressure below critical. So CO2 critical temperature and critical pressure for CO2 is very low, quite low compared to any other solvent. That's the reason to choose carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide has no any impurities to get contamination with the solvent. With the sample. Maybe it's not this MC. Yeah, this is the schematic diagram of subcritical, where the structure was, for this sample we put 150 gram of sample without pressurization. Then each run was in 60 cycle. Once we start up the machine, the cycle goes up, cycle running automatically. So in 60 cycle we can get all the desired component here, but it can go up to 300 cycle once in one shot. After 300 cycle it automatically stops. So without heating, the heat is less than 30 degrees centigrade with the pressure of below 71. Within 71. Whereas if the conventional method, we know that sometimes 200-300 degrees centigrade we have to apply with the organic solvent, and some of the valuable compound could be evaporated or could be deteriorated. That's the reason this technique is highly called as green technology. So this again we have optimized the condition for this sample for Clanacanthus, for especially for this sample. We have designed some experiment where the left hand side you can see the variables. So with this optimization we have identified this mass of compound. So all the bioactive compound could be acid in a single extract. Then this one we have done GC Q-top MS analysis. This is one of the modern technology. This conjunction with some of the desired compound, those we are expecting to get as an anti-diabetic or some metabolites, secondary metabolites, or some of the even metabolomic, we are getting in a single fraction, and we have confirmed with the LCMS chemical profiling. So, a part of those compounds, those are the metabolomics, we have processed at the same time, metabolomics with the conventional method left-hand side and with subcritical CO2, non-conventional method, and then we compare. So OPLS score for the subcritical fluid extract are obviously separated from the other samples in OPLS, showing the activity, then other extract and the factors. Preliminarily we can see, because whatever the compound we extracted using subcritical, they retain their quality, is not destroying any quality due to the less heat, less temperature processing method. So thus its activity is higher than any other conventional method. The desired compound extracted by conventional method and non-conventional method. Non-conventional, due to the addition of less temperature, very low temperature, we retain the quality. Then we have done some other, I cannot explain all this due to the time limitation. We have done some animal model, enzyme test for the anti-diabetic part. This is my student have done this, and he has submitted his thesis, waiting for defense writer. Then other one is Mahkota Dewan, our local name in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand. We say Mahkota Dewa. Mahkota means crown, Dewa, God crown. The English name, because this plant have so many each. They say each of the part of this plant have medicinal value, highly medicinal value. So the currently uses of this plant, the English name is Phaleria macrocarpa. Phaleria macrocarpa. From the root, stem, leaf, each of the part of this plant, and fruit flesh. So fruit flesh, in Malaysia, Indonesia and Thailand, they are using as a traditional medicine. And those people have severe diabetic, like some of the old people, they go to the jungle and collect this plant, and they soak in hot water, and they drink, and immediately they feel the glucose level lowering down. And a part of this, the name is Phaleria macrocarpa. The scientific name of it comes from the mesodominant compound is phalerin. Phalerin, Mahkota site A, the mesodominant compound of this plant, which is highly anti-cancer. So anti-cancerism. So that's why this is very popular plant in Malaysia. Now Malaysian government have given some subsidy to the farmer to grow up this. There are so many farms now. And we are the one first time. There are some report about organic solvent method, and we are the one first time we process with the supercritical fluid and subcritical fluid. So what we did, we separated each of the part of the plant, leaf, stem and root and fruit flesh. Then we extracted using subcritical and supercritical fluid, and then we found the highest activity, the highest number of anti-diabetic compound exists in the fruit flesh, the fruit part, but not in the seed. Seed is claimed as toxic. The seed, we have to discuss the seed. Then the fruit flesh have highest amount of antidiabetic compound, then stem, and then the leaf, then the root. So this fruit flesh, this fruit have a total weight of the fruits, the 30% is the seed, 70% is flesh. This 30% seed, then we extracted using supercritical fluid. We found this seed have 80% unsaturated oil, but the oil content is 50%. It's like peanut. If you press the seed with hand, you can get the oil. So 50% of the seed on the white basis, 100 gram seed can give you 50 gram oil. And this oil is 80% is unsaturated, polyunsaturated fatty acid. So seed also we have extracted and patented. I have shown on the left the major dominant compound of this plant and how we say alpha glycosidase activity with IC50 and quercetin in the flesh, fruit flesh, stem and leaves. So highest number is found in fruit flesh, then stem and then the leaves. Highest yield and activity is highest in the flesh, then stem and then the leaf. IC50 value in terms of IC50 value high mean low activity and low mean high activity. And those highly active compound we enrich in the enrichment of alpha glycosidase inhibitory compound using supercritical fractionation. Then we make the fractionation, the highly active compound. How we make the fractionation? We detected when we run the LCMS, we got the retention time. Then when we got the extract, we collected the yield in a batch reactor. Let's say total extraction period is 3 hours. So every 1 hour we separated the yield in separate vessel, separate yield collector, and then we analyzed and we separated the most valuable compound in a single extract. Then this on quite long time ago we have done this. Is a picture, so it's a mint plant. So from the mint, it has been used traditionally as anti-diabetic, diuretic, and antilytic and laxative. So it is commonly consumed in the form of herbal tea. From here we using supercritical carbon dioxide, we have extracted flavonoid and then we compared substrate with solvent and supercritical fluid. We have published this in 2010, food and bioproduct processing. I'm using as a reference. So here you can see supercritical carbon dioxide have highest percent of yield, and those yield, like in terms of activities, solvent extracted one, some of the compound due to the application of high temperature is evaporated or destroyed. So quality base, it can be supercritical fluid can retain the quality. That is Cenetri and Medicinal is the mean we use in the tea, especially in the Arab tea, Morocco tea, or any other red tea. So this is the mint. And mint, I think they use in so many fooding as a food ingredient. So from the mint we have extracted these two valuable compound using supercritical carbon dioxide. And those all above, I talk about anti-diabetic, anti-cancer compound, we are just processing. My laboratory is just, we are processing the green technology, green method. We are getting the compound, and some of my students are actually, we are doing the enzyme test and some of the animal test, but clinical trial base we have not done yet. That is other part. I'm not in the clinical side. So some of our colleagues are continuing for the clinical. Then this first time we did also, and these are my current PhD student is doing. We have not finished the work yet. She is microbiologist. In fact, I do not understand much about microbiology. I just process supercritical fluid, and I asked her to say, because this is one of the local plant in Malaysia. When they get any hurt or anything, they cut something, or get infection, they press this plant, they make they extract the juice of this plant and they put there to heal very fast. It has highly antimicrobial activity and antifungal activity. That's why we extracted. She already, the extraction part we have done. Now in the process of microbial test. So some of the microbial test results are here. See, just 70 bar and 28 degrees centigrade, and with addition of just 10% ethanol can get a better result. As I did mention yesterday, we can extract polar, non-polar, semi-polar with CO2 in addition of 10% ethanol, and we get the extract even percent of the extract high. So this antimicrobial result, some pathogenic tests. So that area potential extract, zone of inhibition. So she put some explanation here because she is microbiologist. The criterion was set for the test extract to be considered as active extract, and the zone of inhibition, ZY zone of inhibition, must be more than 9 mm. So the based on the observation, subcritical carbon dioxide extract with use of ethanol fulfill the criterion against the 3 susceptible gram-positive bacteria. Similarly, so out of the 11 strain, the red color 3 strain susceptible to the stem, from the stem bark extracted usually especially against the Staphylococcus epidermis with the largest zone of inhibition at 600 microgram per days. And the largest zone of inhibition was observed on extract with the use of co-solvent in the extraction. That means so far the study we have done is quite successfully. We have extracted antimicrobes from this plant, antimicrobial. So there are some results for MIC. Again showing The MIC value was obtained from the Staphylococcus epidermis, which was 1 mg or 1000 microgram. Gentamicin and vancomycin were used as a positive control. This research is still ongoing. So far until here, the conclusion, the Embryodum, the local name in Malaysia says sisa extracts of subcritical carbon dioxide with ethanol passed the best antimicrobial activity, and 3 strains of gram-positive bacteria were susceptible to the extract, and as epidermis was the highest. This is the sequence, and extract of the clean technology from the untapped local species have high antimicrobial activity. So, in fact, using supercritical and subcritical fluid can extract everything, can extract the wide range of application it has. In my laboratory, even in Malaysia, the first time we applied for with the extraction of the antimicrobials. And my student who is doing this is a microbiologist. So far, I would like to finish here the memo Sapudika I discussed yesterday. I may want to stop it here. Thank you very much for all your questions.
Any questions?